What's up, YouTube? It's the Dawn, where shit gets real. And today, I'm going to keep it real with you guys like always. Today, we're going to be talking about the Lemo 2. Lemo, whatever. Lemo 2. Okay? I've had this device for about a little bit longer than 2 weeks. I wanted to put it through its paces before I talk to you guys about it. I noticed a lot of other, well, not a lot, but I know it's a couple of reviewers out there that reviewed this on day one. And I feel like with the tank, especially one, with top fill, and using, pressure inside of it, you want to put it through its paces before you tell somebody it's a great tank. Now, I put this tank through its paces. Trust me, I have. I've been built with nickel. I've been built with canthal, twisted nickel. I mean, I've done everything with this tank. I've filled it without closing off the airflow, and I've had luck filling it without closing the airflow. I haven't had any, flooding issues. Now, one time I did leave it open all night, and I thought I was going to have a mess. And I didn't have a mess. I'm sure some went down there, but it wasn't. It was like a little gurgle that first hit, and it cleared right up. So all the juice did not run out. Now, one time I did, open it to fill it, didn't close off the airflow, and went to vape while the while the fill port was still open, and it started leak. I mean, it didn't start running down the side, but every hit was gurgling. I was like, "What's going on?" And I realized, oh, it's open. So, as far as this top fill, I'm really digging it. Now I was talking to some people, and they said they had a couple of sealing problems. I have two of these. Neither one I have has no problems. The first one or the second one, neither one of them had any problems. Had no leaking, no issues that you would normally get with the tank. This one is pretty good. Let me take another toke. Right now, I have a nickel build in here, and it's lovely. Sorry for my voice. I went to the Vapors Know they had an anniversary this past weekend, and they had like a giveaway, food, a cloud comp, like 3 or 4 different classes of the cloud comp. I met Matt from Suck My Mind, and my first time actually meeting him. So we had some, really good conversations. I met the guy from CCI, Cloud Chasers Inc. You guys know that juice. He got a couple of Addies out. I think he got a mod out too, as well. The one that looks like the Panzer. Yeah, I got the chance to meet him and a lot of other people. I had a really good time, but unfortunately, I guess through that small space, everybody blowing clouds, germs here, germs there, germs there. My ass got a fucking sinus infection that really put me on my back for a couple of days. I mean, I was out. I mean, I couldn't do nothing Sunday. This happened. The cloud count was Saturday, around 2 o'clock that morning. Sunday morning, I got up. Throat was all swollen. I've been out. Today is like really the first day I've gotten up and got out, got my Starbucks, do my normal routine. So I figured I would make a video about this Lemo. This Lemo, it's a great little device. So let's just dive up close. I'll show you the ins and outs, and I'll come back up and I'll tell you what I really think about it. All right. All right. So real quick, you can see my box has got writing all over it. Actually got 2 of these, and when I got this one, the guy put a nickel build in it, and he decided to write all over it. Okay. I'm not too mad at the guy. I did tell him I needed the box to be clean. But anyway, here's the box it comes in. On the back it tells you a little bit. It says something about pregnant women, not intended for pregnant person, not intended for persons under 18, pregnant women, and women who are breastfeeding. Wow. I guess they, getting in line. Made in China, blah, blah, blah. Smoker. Okay, so inside, it comes in a little cushion, and underneath the cushion, you got instructions, user's manual. I mean, it breaks it all down. is kind of cool. Then it gives you a little instruction on how to fill it. Okay. And then you get all your replacement O-rings, and you get 2 grub nut screws, which is cool. You get some Japanese cotton, and you get a nice little bit of Kanthal. Now this looks like 26 or 24 gauge. I guess that's that's really nice of them to throw that in there in case you guys don't have any Kanthal, or you guys run out of Kanthal. You know where you can find some Kanthal at. Okay. So yeah, let me put all this back because you guys don't really care about the box too much. Care about the device, right? So let me show you the device. Okay, here's the device. Now the device is not a bad looking device at all. At all. I mean, it's got like a nice wide bore drip tip. It's nice. It's a nice looking device. Now, I'm not going to go through everything on this device, break it all, specs and all that. But I will tell you this. Okay. So it has this top fill, and even on instructions it says close off the airflow to fill it. Right? I've never closed off the airflow to fill it. Never. Not once. I've always just opened it up, filled it, and it's always not by design. It's just, I just always forget, and it's never leaked on me. Now, here's another strange thing that happened to me. I said, you know what? Since I never close off this airflow, let me sit it upright. Let me open the airflow, and let me, have juice in it. I had juice in it, and I left it all night. And I said, okay, tomorrow morning I'm gonna clean up a mess. Nope, all the juice was still in there, the same spot, didn't leak. Now I noticed it's supposed to be like a vacuum style tank, and I don't know what's going on with this particular one, but it did not leak. Trust me, it did not leak. Okay, so since I got that out the way, let me break this down real fast. Okay, so this piece comes off. I don't like the fact that that comes off because it's another connection, and now that everybody's building with nickel now, so the less chances, less of these connections, the better. But anyway, it's got a connection here that makes connection in there. That of course makes connection there. Okay, and your airflow comes in these little holes. It's 4 holes. It's like your coils on the sub tank. So let me take this apart and show you. Now here's another thing. This piece right here always gets stuck on this piece. Always. Now if I just tighten it up lightly, just from me screwing it down, this piece is going to tighten this piece up a tad more, and this always gets stuck onto this piece. Always. It never fails. Never fails. So I would like them to fix those threads. I'm not an engineer, so I don't know if they need to add a thread, take away a thread to fix that. Maybe put an O-ring down there. I don't know, but it always sticks, and it sticks 90% of the time. Okay, so I have a nickel build in here. Now, I do use these holes on occasion, but I'm finding that, with this extra connection, I'm just using these top grub nuts. And the reason is because when a wire comes out of this hole, sometimes it'll hit this chamber here, so I'm getting connection from here to the coil instead of from the grub nut and this hole to the coil. So I said, you know what, just to better my chances with nickel, I'll just build up here. Now, speaking of nickel, I've been using this tempered, I'm sorry guys, this tempered nickel, okay? Now, this is 28 gauge. I got some 32 gauge. I got some 30 gauge. I got them all. I don't have 26 and tempered. But this right here, I've noticed that it's much easier to work with. It's not as soft as the regular, nickel. And I've noticed that I don't need as many wraps to get to my desired, resistance. So I'll leave a link where you can get this, guys. You can play with this. I'm sure people in the States will start getting it, but I had to get this overseas. All right, so let me finish with this. I forgot where it was. Okay, so yeah, this piece right here comes off. It's actually holding the positive post of this deck. I don't know if you can see that moving. It's holding the positive post. Now this looks like a peak insulator, which is great because, you know, this is a small area, and I can see that area getting really, really hot. Make sure this connection is really tight. Also, as far as Cantho, I can get 22 gauge in those holes. 22, no problem. Okay. Now trapping 22 up here is a little challenge. I can trap 24 up there, but 22 trapping up here is a challenge. I always use these holes when I'm using Cantho anyway. Okay, so the juice channels are not bad. I haven't had any problems with it wicking. None. But it all depends on your wick. Now, I know how to wick. Okay, so when I wick, I don't have the wick all the way come down here touching this ledge. It's a little above the ledge, so that juice can flow up here, and, you know, and create a little puddle for your wick. Okay, so let me put this all back together. Now another thing. Now, I wasn't expecting this thing to have great flavor because of how wide the chimney is. You know, usually when a great flavor device, you know, the chimney, especially a tank, the chimney is, you know, a little smaller. Now this one is like a wide open chimney, and I gotta say, even though it's wide open, I'm still getting really good flavor. So let me put this thing back together. We can go up top. I'll put some cotton in here. Let me put it together for you guys real quick. Put some cotton in here, and I'll vape it. Tell you what I really think about it. Now, I'm going to leave this on here really loose. But after I put it all together, oh, another thing. The area between this glass and this chimney is really, really tight. I mean, really tight. And maybe that's the reason why it didn't leak. But it's really, 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 really tight. I was talking to Matt, and Matt said they used the same chimney from the original Lemo, that 23 millimeter Lemo, and that's why it's so tight. But as far as this one and my other one, I haven't had any leaking problems. I haven't had any vacuum problems. I haven't had, you know, any problems yet. I've been trying to make it have problems, but I haven't had any problems yet. None at all. So I'm really liking this device. It's a great single coil device. I'm kind of loving it. So let me go up top and we'll talk on it some more. All right. Man, that's good. That's good. That's really good. Let me take one more. Let me tell you guys what I'm vaping this at. I'm vaping it at 0.1 ohm, 40 joules, and my temperature, I believe I got it maxed out at 485, right below 500, and I got it set on powerful, and it's a treat. It's a treat. Let me take another toke. And again, I'm using this tempered nickel. I'm loving that tempered. I don't get as many hot spots with it as either. I don't know if I mentioned that to you, but I'm really enjoying that tempered nickel. Really glad I found that guy in the UK. That's been a treat. But anyway, this device, I got two of them. The first one I got from Vape NW, paid $30 for it, $29.99. The second one I got from eBay, I paid a little bit more than $30 because the guy put nickel coils in there. I guess, you know, he was charging for his service and put a nickel build in there. So, you know, you can go either route, but the cheaper route, of course, is going with Vape NW or whoever else in your area. I'll post a link to Vape NW. They have them as of right now. They look like they are in stock. Let me double check this to make sure. Yes, it's in stock. Let's see. Yeah, it's in stock. I saw options and I was like, wait a minute, can you get this in a different color? No, you can't. Okay, so yeah, this one This one's definitely a go. I definitely would recommend this one. It's fairly easy to build on. The only gripe I have on it is those threads. That chamber, you know, bottom part of the chimney, it tends to get stuck, or the top part of the chimney gets stuck to the bottom part of the chimney. Um, 90% of the time. It's very rare that I take this thing apart and one piece is not stuck. I have to rinse it all off, dry it off, and get a good grip on it to take it off. It always sticks. And I guess you probably wouldn't know that from the other people because they reviewed it on the first day and they didn't know it did that. But yeah, this one I wanted to spend a lot, some good time with it before I told you guys about it. I at least went through at least 20 tanks, at least, just to find something wrong with it. Like I said, the only thing I can really find wrong with it is those threads. So Eleaf, if you're listening, hope you're listening. Do something with that thread. I don't know if you can add a thread, minus a thread, put a rubber gasket down it, something. But it always gets stuck. Always. On both of them. So it's not just one, it's both of them. They always get stuck. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. If you know somebody that's on the stinkies and you have some old equipment that you don't use anymore, let them borrow your old equipment. Tell them, hey, explain the battery safety. Explain to them that they have different juices. Explain to them how to charge it, work it, whatever device you give them. Please give them a rundown. Explain the safety of it. Tell them, hey, if you don't like it, in a week or so, give it back. I'll give it to somebody else. 9 times out of 10, they're going to say yes. Who doesn't want to stop smelling like an ashtray? Who doesn't want to live a healthier life? I wish somebody had given me this earlier, but hey, I didn't. I started off with the blues, and then I got another one that you can refill. I gradually went up. So definitely give them something that that you wish you would have had when you first started. I'm sure you got one of those devices around that you don't use anymore. Yeah. Again, so sorry for my voice and the way I sound today, but I really, really appreciate you guys watching. Please stay tuned. I'm going to be doing a tutorial video. Some of you guys probably say, I know how to make a coil. Yeah, some of you guys don't know how to make a coil. Some of you guys are still just buying like tanks, Atlantis, Nautiluses, these sub-ohm tanks because you're afraid to jump into the rebuildable part. But I'm telling you something. Once you do rebuildables and you taste you taste your juice so much better. I know a lot of these Clearo tanks, these sub-ohm tanks, are really good, but trust me, it's nothing like the flavor you get from some of these strippers. Nothing. You get a much better vape. So I'll be doing a little tutorial, show you guys how to build a coil. I'll probably get my wife involved. If I'm gonna show her how to build a coil, and if she can do it, you can do it. And trust me, she has no idea. She don't even know what Canthol is. She has no clue. So it'll be an honest video. And I think she'll do it. I think she'll do it. And I think you guys can do it too. Just take your time. You'll get the hang of it. Yeah, I'll keep rambling on. I'm going to make a ramble video. I am. One day I'm going to make a ramble video. I'm just going to sit here and ramble all day. But anyway, again, thank you so much for watching. And until the next time, pay it forward. Take a toke before I go. Man, let me see if I can blow a cloud with nickel. That's not bad. Even though it went out of focus. Come back to focus. Cloud put you out of focus. Wow, let me do that again. It's not bad for nickel in a tank. But anyway, till next time, pay it forward.